Good morning, it's Bradley from First Page Autos. It's been a while since I've done one of these videos. It turns out that I'm pretty rubbish at keeping up with the sort of weekly or bi-weekly uploads. So I will try my best to post more of these, but I can't promise anything because of, running your own business. There's a hell of a lot of stuff going on all the time. We're off to Bristol today to go out and get a 1 litre hatchback. That's all I'll say for now. So I will see you on the other side when we're at Bristol, and yeah, fingers crossed that the journey goes well. Right, before we get to Bristol, I'm completely on my own here at Hatfield Peveril train station. Not a soul in sight, which is unusual, but I'm a little bit later today than I normally am. So when I last posted a video, which is probably over a month ago now, we were pretty quiet, so we hadn't really seen anyone in a couple of weeks, and we'd just got an automatic Honda Jazz in, and that seemed to then be the sort of catalyst for then all of a sudden we get a load of people walking onto the site. It's a lot busier. We've sold 4 cars in the last week, so it's getting far better. But the problem with the quiet periods is that it eats up all of your cash reserves. So when it might be nice and easy to sell a car and you get a grand profit, but then you've got to restock that car, and then you've got other costs in terms of prepping the car. So it's it seems like it would be quite an easy thing to do, flipping cars like this, but when you want to do it properly and when you want to actually give people decent cars and not just screw them over, then all of a sudden that becomes an issue. Because I bought a car a week or so ago, a little yellow Fiat 500. You can see it on a website. It's a fantastic looking thing. What I failed to do, and amateur car dealer mistake here, you wouldn't know that I've been doing it for 3 years, is that I forgot to check the MOT history. Because they seem like lovely people, it just passed my mind. Saw the car, drove the car, checked under the bonnet, all of that, all seemed absolutely fine. The MOT's got a list of advisories as long as my arm, and it's not going to cost loads in order to do, but I wouldn't have given them quite as much money for their car if I'd known all of that at the time. And yeah, my fault. I can't blame the customer or the person selling the car for that in the slightest. But yeah, other than that one little blunder where should have known better, been doing this for long enough now, the last few weeks have been fine, and it's probably to do with the summer holidays. It seems to be November and December in the car industry are quiet, which is every single year, obvious reasons for that. And then summer holidays seems to be quiet as well, because people are spending money on the kids. They're not going out buying extravagant things, and not upgrading their cars, because if their car's working, then they've got no reason to. But yeah, it's looking up at the moment, but I will catch up with you when we get to Bristol. Righty then, join us finally in glorious sunny Bristol, probably my favourite auction house of Mannheim's. And yeah, plenty of cars here. Don't know if they've already gone through. I don't think they have if they're sat out here. But we, of course, are in the furthest back compound. As I said this morning, picking up a little 1 litre hatchback. And the journey up here wasn't too bad, but it's looking like the drive home is going to take about 3.5 hours. Hopefully can knock a little bit of time off if traffic clears and bits in the meantime. Sorry if the wind's being picked up by the microphone. What have we got here? Crossland, that looks quite good with the red bits on the roof. A couple of Jags, never touching them again, just lost about £4,000 on a red Jaguar XE diesel. found out now that the 2-litre Ingenium diesels on those are prone to a lot of issues, so we had to replace the timing chains on that. And then it had a gearbox fault, and then the aircon went wrong, and then it had another gearbox fault. So yeah, we ended up spending loads of money on it, and then ended up having to send it through auction because we didn't trust selling it to anybody else. But that's by the by. I'm looking for something that's small and white and not just myself. Can't really say that anymore, I put a lot of weight on. No. What else have we got here? What's that? I think it's a Passat, newer shape Passat. DS4, actually quite nice things to drive, very comfortable. Is that a Prius? Yeah, thought it was a Mirai for a second, but no, it's a Prius. Right, getting to the end of the car section round here, so I'm hoping that my car's down here. Last time I did this I actually missed it completely, and was walking around for about 20 minutes before I even found the car, even though I just walked straight past it. So we won this one on Monday. Tried to get down here yesterday, and the trains were knackered from Paddington coming into Bristol. So this is attempt number 2 to come and get this one, and I don't think it's down here. Alright, I'm going to pause this for a second whilst I figure out exactly where it is. And as will come as a shock to absolutely nobody, I was walking straight past it and looking completely the other direction. Oh, try that again. I walked straight past it, looking in the other direction. That's this little Peugeot 208, 1 litre petrol. I think it's the Access, so like the basic Bogo standard spec. But it's got a few marks down there, little dent in the door. Hopefully that's just a pull it out and buff that out, but it might need painting. Driver's side all looks very good. It's a coincidence, last time I was here I picked up a Mercedes SLK quite similar to that. Still got it on site. Yeah, I mean there's a couple of marks on the bumper there. Nothing else major that I can see. Pop that down for a second. It's got some car mats. Not much room to have a look around it. Yeah, interior looks all in nice condition. So it should just be sort of a couple of panels worth of bodywork and should be okay. Right, I'm going to have a look under the bonnet and then get underway. Right, just do our pre-flight checks on all of these. So it's got coolant, doesn't look the right colour. Maybe someone's put a bit of water in that, but that's fine. No horrible gunk inside the oil filler cap. And has it? It has got oil, so that's all good. Now a real test, see if it runs absolutely fine. A little bit clattery on first start up. It is only a little 1 litre 3-cylinder, so they're not going to be the quietest things in the world, but I think that sounds okay. Yeah, all good. Double checking here, see if no warning lights, so yeah, it all seems good. So as I said, I've got a 3.5 hour drive all the way back to Essex now, so fingers crossed this all gets me back in one piece, and we'll catch up then. Righty, you join us a few days later from the start of the video on a lovely sunny Saturday. So we picked this Peugeot 208 up on Wednesday, so got it all sort of cleaned off on the Thursday, and then yesterday, so Friday, we sold it without actually taking any photos, or it was online, but only, you know, standard awaiting preparation pictures. But yeah, that sold straight away, so just got to get it through its mechanical checks with the garage, and fingers crossed there's not much to do on that one. Now, at the start of the video, that was the Fiat 500 that I mentioned about, you know, MOT, or me not checking the MOT and being a bit of a wally about it, but it's very nice in the flesh actually. And today's been a bit of a roller coaster. So started off with an appointment on the Toyota Aygo, which is at the back just here. Lovely little MG midget that we've got in selling for somebody else as well. So yeah, this Toyota Aygo that's been with us for a good couple of months now, maybe a little bit longer than that actually. So that sold first thing this morning. Nice red and black colour combination on that, so that's going out tomorrow. There was a Focus ST which you wouldn't have seen because I've not posted a video, but that was parked just here, and that was sold and has gone out the door today as well. And then the Audi A3 convertible that we've had for, oh god, coming up for 4 months or thereabouts, that's sold today as well. Obviously not for the full asking price that we were originally asking for it. We've reduced it to the point where it was almost impossible for someone not to come and buy it, and it's going to be going out at the end of next week. There's just a service, because where it's been with us for a few months, the service lights now come on. But for an Audi A3 convertible that is now 12 years old, it's in incredibly good condition. And yeah, we've had a few other bits as well. So we've had someone on the SLK come in test drive it, but they were looking at a what's it called, E-Class convertible as well later on today. So it was a bit of a, you know, sort of maybe, but very, very different cars that they were looking at. We've got the EOS, which we've had for a little while now. We've just reduced that to 5490 to hopefully move that on nice and quickly. And we've got to try and look for a few new cars in the coming week. This little Fiat 500 came to us in part exchange, so it needs a couple of corner bumpers. So a nice little scuff on the corner bumper there, a little pin dent next to the Spider just there, and then a scuff on that rear corner bumper there. So that seems like a good part exchange. We've just put a new battery on it because it kept on running out of power, so it might be a battery drain, but we need to just get that investigated. Yeah, it's been an interesting couple of weeks, and as I say, we've got to buy a few more cars in the coming weeks, so hopefully we'll be posting more of these videos. Thanks for watching.